It is your Sleepless God again, back with what if Naruto had the memories of the dead. Now, I saw some comments about my Percy Jackson series needs to come back, and it will. I'm just letting it simmer a little bit because, like all the rest of the series, I care how many views it gets. I care how many likes it gets. The Percy Jackson series, I don't give a shit if it's fucking 10 views, even though it has never been 10 views, or 2, or like 100,000. I'm doing it because I like to do it, so it takes me time to make the planning to do the stuff, but it is coming out sooner than later. I'll give you a promise. I've already finished the book already. I'm just waiting on a little bit. If we get to 300 subscribers, that's what I'll do it. That's my gift to you guys. If we make it to 300, I'll do the Percy Jackson series, the new one popping up. I'll make this. I'll put everything I have into it. But let's do the recap. Last time we left off, Naruto did some murder, as we do. Some just murder, straight up, as you do sometimes. And talked to Zabuza as well as Haku, as well as getting Zabuza's blade. When they made it back to the Hidden Leaf Village, they had a couple weeks to prepare till the Chunin exams. In those couple weeks, some things happened, like the Hidden Sand Village, met Naruto and met the monster inside of him, as well as Hinata training with Sasuke to become better, as Sasuke also training with the sword. They finally went into the first part of the Chunin exam where everyone's kind of like balance each other up, like saying like, who's better than who? Yeah, who's better than that? Naruto kind of kept some of the most of Sasuke and not out of trouble, but kind of giving that team kind of still giving that team effort, as well as walking up to Gaara and just bloodlusting their shits out of them. As that's where we left off. We're starting the step 1 of the Chunin exams, as Naruto fucking had this test beforehand, multiple times beforehand. His father took this test, his mother took his test, thousands of memories took this test. This man aces this shit with ease. He actually lets Sasuke cheat off of him with his Sharingans, easy mode, and then falls asleep. When he's falling asleep, just to get those memories through, as well as to talk to the 8 tails, the 3 tails, 3 tails, 1 tails, and a couple other tail beasts in his body. Actually, 3 tails, 8 tails, 1 tail, 9 tails, as well as that's it. That's all he has right now at this current time point to get him prepared, because he's gonna show. He's telling them he's not holding back on the Chunin exams, and the beasts are getting ready, especially the 9 tails, because the 9 tails actually kind of likes Naruto. It reminds him of the rest, that he doesn't treat him with fear or like overbounding. He treats the 9 tails with respect. He says, I'm not going to treat you like an animal. You are an intelligent creature. But you also have to treat me as an intelligent creature. You might be older than me in maybe years, but I know shit and you don't sometimes. You're chaos. I'm keeping you control. You're the storm, and I'm gonna blow you somewhere. You're gonna destroy some shit, but we're gonna have some fun while doing it, okay? 9 Tails trying to still get releasing some chakra out, but Naruto knows it and blocks it. 9 Tails knows way too much. 8 Tails loves this man because he's way too fucking strong, but he also is calm. the rest of them love him as well because he lets them free. He doesn't lock them up. He lets them free. He just says, "Go what the fuck you want." When he wakes up, the test is over. His team passes with ease. As a woman smashes through the window, as kind of complains that there's a lot of people here, but it's now the forest of death time. And Naruto, gets his team ready and Hanada's like kind of bouncing, like kind of warming up, and Naruto leans back and looks around and sees some top tier teams, but also some some ninjas with some high chakras. He stands up, gets to Sasuke, gets to Hinata and says, "Get ready to kill." As Sasuke already knew this. He knew this from the beginning, but Hinata was like, "What do you mean?" And he says, "Hinata, get ready to kill. This is no pussing around anymore. This is no, oh, we can do this if we can. This is no like, oh, team effort. This is bloody murder now. And I want you to know this. I love this team. I love this like a family, so I protect this with my life. I will kill for all of you. You have to do the same for me." And Nana takes that serious right now. Stops bouncing and says, "I will." Kind of quiet voice. Back when she was quiet, this was what she was talking like. As they get the air scroll, as they blast forward, fucking demolishing one team. Naruto just hitting one of them. Hinata doing the same thing with her lightning bombs, knocking someone out, grabbing this girl, another earth squirrel, and he's like, "Fuck, okay." Tosses it to Sasuke, and he just buries that shit into the ground as they launch up onto a tree and says, as Naruto says, "Hinata, track." As Hinata tracks a force going yachts. I think it's another team coming up quick to the left. Look to the left, and there's a team. He says, "Should we charge?" As he's like, "Hinata." Says, "Wait." As a ginormous snake pops up as Sasuke grabs his katana and fills it as much as possible with lightning as he's going to it. The beast is going to attack as he slashes, cutting the snake in half. Another team sees this, and it's actually the Eden Shikato team with Shikamaru and Soji, and they see this and they count him as a monster. They see it, and his eyes are glowing bright red as his two Tomoe Sharingans are now activated. As they hear laughing, as someone lands, a woman, a man. They don't know. They try to figure it out. They seen him in the starting as he rips off his face as Naruto eyes goes wide. As it's someone he knew or know. "What are you doing here?" As you see the snake's on him. Let me remember his name real quick because I keep on calling him pervert like the rest of the characters. 1 second. I got it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, we'll call him Snake Sonic for a while until I start remembering. He says, "So my reputation..." Why am I keeping it in the fraction? "So my reputation still keeps on with me, even in the past. Even you kids can..." As Naruto says, as the bloodlust comes after him, as Naruto says, "Run." And he says it to Hinata and Sasuke. Sasuke says, "No, we can't." He says, "He's coming to you, Not me. He might want me, but he can't get me. He might be coming after you too, Nada. Run. Kill. If I have to. I'll deal with him. Shikamaru. You know, where are they? He whispers this. He says, a mile away by now. Go to them. Fast. Tell them there's danger close. Tell them there has to be a team for now. I'll meet you up later. Nada says. Or you'll be safe as he pulls out Zabuza's blade and says, I'll cut him down for size if I have to. As the snake Sani laughs, as with a flash, his head is gone. As Hinata and Sasuke run. Hinata and Sasuke run as fast as they possibly can. As Snake Sanin, Orochimaru, I remembered his fucking name, spawns his body out of himself and says, that was quick, boy. He looks at him and says, you say that. Let's see how fast you can run. As both of them launch out of each other as Orochimaru does some hand signs and summons a massive snake army as Naruto does some hand signs and says, fireball, fireball. So as he burns an entire snake, he lands onto a tree and starts running with the sword itself, chucking it as hard as possible at the snake Sani as he dodges it easily, landing onto another tree. As he says, "Can you aim? Can you even aim, boy? We maybe need to upgrade Kanona's ninja training." As he summons some some kunai and chucks him in as hard as possible. 3 of them land. He says, "I was not trying to hit." As he grabs a string that he attached onto it and pulls it to him as it launches, it barely misses him. Naruto grabs it and cuts him in half. As he says, 2. How many times can you bring yourself back to life? As Shikamaru why is that Shikamaru? He brought himself out of his mouth and he says, enough. That was clever. Not clever enough though, as he does water snake, water strike, war, as a massive water snake pop up below him and he says, you think you can fight me? Boom! As he slashes down, putting enough wind chakra in there to fucking make a hurricane. Cuts it as he makes a giant typhoon, ripping it entirely to shreds. As the entire jungle is halfway to pieces, as he pulls out the snake blade, as he goes to slashes. Naruto blocks with the blade as it cuts through it, slashing Naruto into the chest as he backs up, does 2 backflips, and then lands on a tree. As a healing factor, heals it as fast as ever, but he looks at him and says, do you want to die, boy? As Snake Sanin clenches up and says, I'll show you death. As chucks a 3 kunai up into his faces. He says, what the? As he teleports to him and says, I'll show you. You think you could kill me? As a giant Rasengan spawns out and he says, I'll show you true death. As he smashes him in the stomach, absolutely killing him for the 4th. Smashing him into a tree as he slides down, as he looks at him and says, as he summons out of his mouth for the 4th, and only time he could. And he says, as he whistles, as 100 ninjas pop out. Ambu Black Ops, it kind of looks like in his eyes, but not wearing the headbands. He knows what they are. Fucking Sabertoni. Not doing his goddamn job. As his blade is broken, he says, "You think you can survive against 100 of these men?" As he looks up and he says, "You could have sent 1,000. And I think I would have been fine." As he sneaks off, the snake sounding sneaks off into the distance, disappearing. As they rush after him. As we switch to the viewpoint of Hinata and Sasuke telling Shikamaru, "Hey, yeah, we have a situation, we have a problem," and then Naruto sent me. And Shikamaru knows Naruto, knows how smart he is, knows how clever he is, and knows how strong he is. There is no problem when there is Naruto involved. So this is an issue. So they say, yeah, let's team up. 20 minutes afterwards, I think it's the Hidden Rain Village. I believe so. Is it rain? Fog. No, it's sound. I'm a fucking idiot. That's what Hidden Sound Village pops up. And tries to kill them. Ino Chikucho saw how mercilessly Sasuke and Hinata can be, as Sasuke rushes forward to the main guy and cuts off his head, and then stretching out his lightning, putting a lightning blade through his skull, killing him instantly, as Hinata, with the girl, putting his chakra into a lion, and then smashing into her, crushing her organs, smashing again, killing her, putting her to death. As Inotrika showed was shock as they grabbed the scroll, as it was an air scroll. Putting it together, they say, "This is merciless. You cannot be a coward." As Naruto pops up, blood covering his body. As Sasuke says, "Dude, are you?" He says, "It's not mine." As we pop up to some of the organizers of the Chunin exams, particularly Kakashi Hatake, because it says his student, and the woman that runs basically this entire exam. And they see 100 men's bodies, some of them cut to pieces, some of them ripped to shreds, and some of them burned to ash. Some of their heads are ripped off, and some of them are engraved into the trees themselves. Some of them are literally, looks like they've just been eaten. This is who did this? This Kakashi Hatake looked at him and says, "Naruto Uzumaki, a true monster if enraged. Put up your guard." As this is where we're going to end off the video. I hope you guys like it. I'll see you guys later. And just remember, 300 subscribers, early gift to you guys will be the Percy Jackson series popping up again.